This past summer, I applied for a hospitality internship at a large company in Orlando. I am a well-qualified candidate, having received a bachelor's degree in hospitality and being currently enrolled in a master's program. I also have cerebral palsy. I use a wheelchair, speak with assistive technology, and have an aide who accompanies me. I am not ashamed of my disability. I do things differently, but there's nothing I can't do with some adaptations. I am also incredibly lucky to have no mental or intellectual disabilities, and nearly half of people with CP have. So the question is, if I'm not ashamed, completely capable doing the work, and I come with all the accommodations I'll need, why then did I mark no on the application when it asked if I had any disabilities or needed any accommodations? The answer is simple. I wanted the job. People with disabilities and bachelor's degrees have then a 30% chance of entering the workforce. If I disclosed that I use a wheelchair or need assistive speaking technology, my application would be immediately discarded. People don't hire people who look like me. And I know what you're thinking. How could you know that they will be discriminatory? How can you assume that they won't be happy to accommodate you? Well, I learned that from the job listing itself. It says applicant must be able to stand for hours, must be able to lift 50 pounds, must have excellent verbal communication skills. These are what I refer to as disability exclusion clauses. Employers will often post these requirements even when these qualifications are completely irrelevant to the job. Working at a front desk position, I know from experience I never need to stand, I never need to lift 50-pound objects, and my nonverbal communication has worked out just fine. So why do these disability exclusion clauses always find their way into job listings? Is it because there is a secret conspiracy to ruin the lives of disabled people? Well, I don't think that's it. I think it is a mix of ignorance and oversight. When writing these job listings, I highly doubt that they are writing with disabled people in mind. I doubt they have any idea of how discriminatory they are being. But what this tells me is that in their mind they have already imagined their ideal candidate, and that their candidate doesn't look like me. This is why I am unwilling to risk disclosing my disability until I am hired. Because sadly, in my experience, they won't hire you if you tell the truth.